My name is Farhia Hassan. I'm a sophomore. I will be a junior next fall. And my major is psych and business double.
My name is Jessica Hernandez, and I am a first year from Los Angeles, and this is my first time being out of state.
My name is Marguerite McLean. I am an admission counselor here at Kalamazoo College.
So I'm Corinne Taktiris. I'm a postdoctoral fellow here at Kalamazoo College. I teach in the French department. I teach French language and translation studies.
I was never one of those kids who was like, oh, I'm definitely going to be a doctor. I'm definitely going to be, a lawyer. Both my parents are teachers, so I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be a teacher. And of course, I ended up in education anyways.
My dream was to become a doctor, and I still am trying to pursue that dream yet. It's just a little I'm taking a different path.
When I was young, I wanted to be a farmther, which was a term that I invented myself, which was a farmer author. I wanted to write books and live on a farm, and I specifically wanted to have 9 pigs. I loved pigs. I still love pigs. I think they're cute and they're really intelligent, and so this was a very specific dream that I had, that I would write novels on a farm with 9 pigs. It's not what I'm doing.
From K to 12 in general, there was a set path that we needed to take, whether it was taking this class and this class, you need these classes to graduate on time and whatnot. Coming into college is more like, it's totally different from what we were trained, I guess, or what we were used to, just the fact that that was the path that was set for us.
I think that in high school I was more interested in biology, and I saw myself as a geneticist or an epidemiologist or something. And then when I got to college, it ended up changing. I think it had a lot to do with my teachers.
I had no idea what I wanted to do. I had no idea what I wanted to major in, even in college.
I know I wanted to go into like psychology or anthropology, and now I've taken different courses like theater and French, and so I've started to develop an interest in French. And my professor suggested for me to continue taking more courses, and so now I'm like possibly thinking of maybe even teaching French, but I don't know if that will end up being what I do.
For me, when I was coming here, I didn't have a concrete path that I was going to take. I didn't know for sure, 100% guaranteed that I was going to major in business or psych or, a certain subject.
What I did do in college, that I was not an actor, because I would be terrible at doing this kind of thing where I just had to improvise on cue. Knowing what you want to do is actually an ongoing process.
One of my good friends from college, she did her undergraduate thesis on craft beer, and she really wanted to work in a brewery. And right now she's working with children.
I don't really see anything as a straight sort of path. The more you can find something that uses your interests, or uses your passions, or uses your talents, the happier you'll be in the long run. I think also not making your decisions based on you and not what other people expect of you or hope for you.
You have all these different pressures, whether it's coming from your guidance counselor or your parents, and you're kind of being pulled in all these different directions.
Let's just say I'm not 100% sure on what exactly I will be doing.
Not knowing what you want to do means maybe not being able to support yourself But I think for me, it should be more about finding what makes you happy, and that might be different at different points in your life.
Living in like a dorm, I know people sometimes they don't like the dorm that they live in the beginning, and then towards the end of the year they end up liking it because they can't do anything about it. So I guess it kind of relates to work. Sometimes, let's say if you are working somewhere and then you don't like it in the beginning, but then towards the end you might end up liking it. You never know. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship where love's at the end.
I'm hoping for the best, and things will work out. They always do. At least I hope they do. Don't be afraid that you might not find a job based on what your major is. We all will eventually find jobs.
In some ways, I've sort of achieved what I was meant to achieve, that I finished my PhD, I have a job in academia, which is sort of the trajectory that is ingrained in people doing PhD work.
Sometimes it seems overwhelming not knowing the answer to certain things, and we humans, we definitely like to know for sure. We like to have concrete answers where, yes, no, we like to have path.
It's never too late for anything, so just to keep their mind open. Even me, as a first year, I have some ideas of what I want to do in the future, but nothing's set, really.
Don't worry about not knowing what you're going to do, not knowing what your major will be. Eventually, things will fall into place, and you'll be like, yep, this is my major because I've taken many classes in this subject, and you know what? I love it, and who cares?
I mean, there's all of those cliches about, you should do what you love.
There's some cliche quote that's like, if you like your job,
If you enjoy your work,
if you pursue what your passion is, if you pursue your passion, you won't have to work.
you'll never work a day in your life. And, as cliche as that is, I definitely believe it.
I always see those ad commercials on TV, I swear to God.
I think at times you can be anxious about it, but I think for me, if you accept that life is a work in process, right? And a work in progress.